Hello, join us. Hello. Hope you're all right. Yeah.
And I said, listen, it's a 10 minutes. So we are back on track. And today we are actually going to be talking about Zinzino and income streams.
Yeah, we are going to talk about that because I work with we work with an amazing VA called Joseph over in Lagos, and we had a fantastic meeting with could be some big players coming on to the business. But Joe's put up a stat which is quite good regarding 37% of UK workers, or the workforce, have side hustles. Now, HMRC, that's that information coming out from them. However, that's those who tell HMRC. Now, there's a couple of banking institutes and pensions institutes say that's more roughly over the 50% mark, and I can see that. So, as you've seen, we've been lining up regarding to talk a little bit about Zinzino, because we've got a couple of meetings that you guys can jump on Zoom. I'm going to put it into after when we've recorded this. We're going to put it into the chat. But let me ask you a question.
I'm going to ask a question because he's nudging me. I'm going to ask you the question. I think I touched on this last week about income. Now, when we first joined, Fitz is very up there and he's the kite flying high, and I'm the one holding the tail strings, because I need to bring it down to a bit more ground level. And for a lot of people, when you talk big figures of what you can earn when you are in direct sales, sometimes it feels unreachable. Mm-hmm. So let's bring it down to what it is for you. So what would it mean to you if you could cover your household expenses on a monthly reoccurring basis? Think about what you need going out. And if you could cover that by doing your side hustle, what would the impact be on your life for that? Mm. Would you walk away from your job? Would you change your job? Would you keep it coming in so you could do some savings? Would you invest it? What would you do? What would it mean for you? Would it just mean you have more time?
Yeah.
You have weekends back, you have evenings back. What would it mean for you?
To me, that's a great question, because when I speak to people online, offline, some people do like their jobs, and sometimes we in network marketing, we do talk about the big money, but those who are business minded, or from a business mind, or those who are quite high up in corporate, whatever, they don't get nosebleeds at them kind of figures. When we have people in our organization earning 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, up to 100 plus £1,000 per month. Now, when I say that to someone, people tend to vomit over that. Nah, it never happened. But when we bring it down, like everything else you do in business, you look at your household expenditures. And if you think within the next 6 to 12 months, if you can match or surpass that, what would the impact be? And my wife hit spot on, because that could be an extra £1,000, an extra £2,000 after paying your mortgage, rent. What would that allow you to do? For us, when we think about when we're doing things that we're doing, it will allow us to do turn left on the plane if we need to.
One of the biggest things for us, if we're relating to other people in hospitality, the biggest thing for us is if we replace that income and more, then
know where you're going. Yeah.
Then Honky Tonk will pay for another member of staff, another 2 members of staff, another 3 members of staff.
Yeah.
At the moment, we're drawing on Honky Tonk wages while we are building up. But if it was to surpass and we could have some banked money, then we would be comfortable enough to take that next step, which is stepping back and getting someone else to replace it on the shop floor.
And it takes time, because you have to treat it like a business, because we're in the early days of working alongside Zinzino. It helped pay for our wedding, which is 30K.
It actually did pay for our wedding.
So it did, yeah.
We'd gone through COVID, so Honky Tonk wasn't earning us a penny.
Yeah, true. So when you think about what is out there and what you can do there, it's really time to understand the business per se, and understanding not just the industry, but understanding the leverage of the products and services that you're go into. So when we talk network marketing, it's about the tribe, the vibe, the people you're connecting to. Remember, we talked about that last week. And then it's about the products. Now, we've got a great opportunity tomorrow for a lady called Sue Booth. Now, she's part of Zoe's and crew, Shepreneur. And she's going to run through the customer presentation, UK time tomorrow, Tuesday, being at 6:30. Now, with that alone, you're going to understand why this company is growing. And there's a little thing when we think, I've just come off a great call today with a gentleman called Marco Pansanante, and he's flying through the business, and he's worked hard for where he's getting to. But Zinzino's on growth of 60%. We're going to touch 60% this year. It means last year we did 210 billion. Sorry, I wish. $210 million dollars. Now, looking at where we're going, we're going to hit that 300 mark. So over these next 5-6 years, we will be that billion-dollar company. Then, when considering 48% of the turnover of the business gets paid out in commissions, because that's what it's about, and residual, the residual bit.
So what does that mean? Explain to people about residual.
So yeah,
and on the lower level, whether it's customers team building, because some people that, direct sales, you're going to be approached, you are either going to be approached because there's a product and you want to become a customer,
or service,
or you're going to be approached for building a team. But how can they earn money, and what does residual mean on a very simple basis? Because not everybody understands.
Let's break it down in this way. And everyone wants to earn money. And there's two things us Brits don't like talking about: money and sex. But if we talk about it in a professional manner, a more open manner, we'll get a grasp of it. Like pensions and everything else, we'll understand it. So when we think about wanting to earn a residual, now I'm not making any claims, but wanting to earn the residual is this. When I was working for a drinks company, sometimes I used to bunny hop, always have an interview to see if I can go and get an extra wage. So just imagine, I'm going to do it in two bits. Just imagine you're on 30 grand a year. Just say you're on 30 grand a year, and you can get an extra 10 grand a year if you move to another company. Now let's break that 10 grand a year over 12 months. So break that down. So it's just shy of £1,500 a month. You're getting extra. Now let's take tax out of that. That's going to bring it down to probably £900 plus per month.
You should have done our figures on this, but
yeah.
But where you're going. Cool.
Yeah, but when you think about that, for that extra jump of moving to a new job, your living expenses, and the experts say within 3 months you're living up to your wage rise. Now, what if you can turn that around? If you're happy in your job, use your time, your spare time, to build a side hustle that will give you 3, 4, 5, 6 grand a month on top of your wages, your current wages. Now, many people start that way. Now, if we go back when we started, understanding how the residual goes. So if we go back when we first started with Zinzino, not in the industry, with Zinzino, the customers we got from 2019 are still with us. So they're still paying, and because it's a subscription model, they're getting the benefits out of the products. They're promoting the products themselves with friends and family. They can get as a customer, they can get it free, but we still get a cut of that. So if you do the job once, do it well, you'll get paid ongoing.
Okay, so I'm going to put this, it's a bit like, or it's a bit not like in the restaurant trade.
Yes.
Someone's coming for a meal, they spent £50 on that meal, they've paid for that and they've left. Now, we don't earn a residual on that. So next week, we're going to have to get that person in and get that person a customer in again.
To repeat that.
And the following week.
To repeat.
And again. And so it goes on and on and on. That's the main difference, I would say, is that every week you're trying to get that new customer. But when you've got, what's the percentage retention percentage?
Our retention rate with Zinzino is over 90%. We keep our customers, and the simple reason is because it does what it says on the tin with regard to our products. We're test based. We've got peer reports with our products. This means it's tested outside of the Zinzino model. It's been tested with professionals. Our system, our products, our testing system, and in October we'll be one of the first gut bio tests from dry blood spots. Gut test. We're launching it in October, and we can't wait. The cat's out of the bag. Things are happening in that way, but it's going to put us at another level. But this is a company that you have to be coachable yourself. Now, if anyone in network marketing comes and tells you that this time next year you're going to be rolling it and you can leave your job, I'd have a look at their ulterior motive if they're saying that. Some can get that, but it's extremely rare that someone can just join a network marketing company and fly it from scratch, meaning they've never done it before. Yeah. Now, if you drop a Dave Ives, a Marco Passananti, some of the big players around the world, in the middle of Africa, we've given them a year or 2 years, they're back up to where they need to be. But most people don't come from that expertise yet. We don't come from that expertise yet, although we know the pitfalls, although when we're balancing all the plates with our traditional business, we've got to go and make it, and this is why we're doing it, because, and Peter, it's common knowledge, we want our team to start taking over the business. I'm 60 years young. My beautiful wife, I don't do too bad, do I? No, my beautiful wife is 51. You know, so for me now, it's going to that next journey, and I can only do that when I'm building with others. Now, the beauty about our company is that you can go straight on a career path of just building with customers. Nothing wrong with that. And
you can even get a trip to Bali.
Yes.
Next year's incentive.
Yeah.
And you could do that just by getting 200 subscriptions. That could be
before end of October, though. Yeah, it's before end of October. So
next one.
So they'll
incentive.
they'll release that, and there's lots of incentives in that. So when you are looking at companies, look at the people behind you, because you're going to be working with them. What are they doing? What are they challenging? What are they helping you with? But there's a couple of things that are coming up that those who are interested, we're going to put the links out as well. Tomorrow, being Tuesday the 23rd, we have a customer presentation by Sue Booth. I'll put the link out of that, so you can come and have a look at the products and understand from her experience and where it's going. Then on Wednesday the 24th, 7 p.m. UK time, we've got a full-blown business overview. It's about 30 minutes long.
I would really encourage you guys that if you are home and you've got nothing better to do other than sit and watch TV, turn the TV off and just invest half an hour in looking at both of those presentations. That online, nobody has to see you. You can have your camera off. It's all anonymous as you like, but it gives you another point of view from other than listen to us. However, if you're somebody that's local to us and you like that belly to belly, we love belly to belly because you get so much more. It's a conversation, it's understanding your needs, it's understanding where you are in your life and your dreams and aspirations. And we are local to you. Please get in touch because we'll invite you to our home. I can do a good coffee, he can cook.
Yeah, I'm always cooking. I'm always having steak in it as well.
No, seriously, it'd be lovely to have a belly-to-belly conversation with more people.
Yes.
Rather than.
But that's the way it is, and it's growing. I mean, fair enough. If you're in Scotland or America, whatever, I do a lot of Zooms this way. I've got a lot of Nigerian calls coming up. I've got a lot of American calls coming up, and I've even got one for China this week because we've launched into China. So let me leave you this question before we shoot, and I really want you to put in the chat if you can. Maybe it's on repeat. I want you to think of this, and what's the question? What Joey just said. Zoe just said is that over the next 6 to 12 months, if you had a side hustle that can match or surpass your living expenses, how would the difference in the dynamics of your home would that be? I want you to think serious about it. I know I'm going to get some people joking about it, but how would that be? We've got a few things we want to give away next week as well, so look out for that. So that question again, in the next 6 to 12 months, if you can match or surpass your living expenses, whatever that will be, how would that affect the dynamics and the financial of your family home?
I don't think there's many people in our circles that it wouldn't have a positive impact on.
Mm-hmm.
There are one or two that are successful and they've reached the end of their career or their business life, but I would say probably 80% of our circle could really do with that extra income.
Yeah. And most people are quite proud. Most couples are quite proud. Most people are quite proud. We've had our financial struggles. Who doesn't? We've had the one thing we've never had is personal struggles between us and man and wife.
How we manage that?
Yeah, especially working in catering. But never mind. Listen, guys, we love to get this product up to people. We've been in it a few years now, but the UK is growing. We've got a system in place. We've got a community in place. It's breaking down with fun and everything else. But here's the thing. The thing is always about yourself, always about you. What are you looking for? Because if you are looking, there's one thing we don't do as humans. We do not get our questions answered. Maybe we're a little bit too scared to ask questions. But I would say get your questions answered. And if it's not for you, park it. Come back again in a year's time, like people do. Keep in contact. If it's the person in front of you that they're not your cup of tea, hey, search for it. The product might be, but you don't want to work with me and Zoe. Hey, we're not everyone's cup of tea.
Is it PG tips?
PG tips.
Who are you with? The triangle one? The circle one? Do you fit into your box?
but guys, like I said, we're gonna try and keep what we're doing up. We want to talk to different people as well, which will be great. But listen, keep what you're doing. Keep it. Great question. Thanks, Matt. I'm just looking at that. You know, it's funny enough. Listen, I know this is what I would do. This is the beauty I like about network marketing. You may not like the company that we're with, and because we've built a reputation with linking with different people from different companies, our brand may not be for you, but the system may be of network marketing. And I can the people I would recommend. I've got someone from Tropic. I've got someone from what's one's Matt's?
Oriflame.
Oriflame. These are the different companies, and sometimes it's not about the company, it's about the people you go into business
and
with.
Isn't that, see, this is, you just highlighted something. When we first opened Honky Tonk, if you remember, there is one other wine shop in Plymouth. And there were some people that were saying like, oh, Honky Tonk's opening, they're new, I better just hold my customers here because I don't want them going over there. Whereas we came in with such a different attitude. We're like, do you know what? We sell wine, but we do it so differently. So like everybody is welcome. There's enough customers to go round to everybody.
I recommend.
And we can share. So we would recommend them going down to the other wine shop. Oh, well, there was two at one point. Didn't we? And it's the same with the industry here. So we will highly recommend other people if you want network marketing and our products don't interest you, not a problem. We will recommend other people that we've worked with, and we know, we have good relationships with.
Vix is not Tropic. What's Vix? It's Tropic.
Oh, can't remember the name.
Temple Spa. And she's been in that business. She's been in Temple Spa for longer than we have, and she's doing great. So you see, the network marketing industry is growing. The growth of it, which is happening, it is the norm. You go to some other country, it's the norm. Certain type of professional, because when you see the narrative of professionals, doctors, nurses, top CEOs going into network marketing, ask the question why they're doing that, because some of them are already comfortable. They're looking to get their time back, and this would be a great way to get their time back. Some people love their business, what they're in, or love their job that they're in, but they just want to slow down a little bit.
We've mentioned the sheepreneur that I'm part of, and one of our sheepreneurs in our business, she was a lawyer, full-time lawyer.
That's my case.
She gave that up, and now she's working.
Yeah, she gave it up because of the pressure. Some of the stories she's told is unbelievable. But guys, look forward to. Hopefully, we're back on tomorrow, depending on play. So we're going to try and do Mondays and Tuesdays, but we're going to do some hack stuff as well. But if there's any question you want to ask us personally, some of you know my number. I put my number in there, my calendar link in there. But please, don't walk away from any person who makes an invitation to you to look at something. Because if you're looking, get your questions answered. So important. So that question again, because it's my teeth, I'm getting rumbling and tumbling.
God, it's killing my throat. I really want to cough.
So that question again, between the next 6 to 12 months, if you could match or surpass your household expenditure, how would that affect the dynamics of your family lifestyle? 6 to 12 months. Have a great evening. Look forward to see you tomorrow, hopefully. Fingers crossed. God bless, and have a great evening. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. I really am